everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Bree, and this is your very first time here. Welcome to my channel. Over here it's all about faith, marriage, motherhood, and lifestyle. So if you're interested in any one of those, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And for all of the family that is returning, all of the crew, let me just say welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I am so glad that you guys are here. So today's video, I'm actually really excited about it. My last video, I talked about how I had this major life update and how I am now a stay-at-home mom. And if you have not watched that video, before you watch this one, definitely go ahead and watch that video. I'm going to go ahead and link it up in the cards for you guys. But that was my life update, right? I talked about how I'm now a stay-at-home mom. I definitely got a lot of questions on Instagram. People just asking me like, how did you know you were ready to stay home? Like, isn't this a big change for your family? And I decided to just go ahead and just make a video kind of discussing faith, because this was a big faith move for me and my family. So if you're interested in this video, definitely go ahead and continue watching, and we're about to go ahead and get right to it. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you do not know, I have been working literally since the age of 15. Chick-fil-A was my very first job, all the way up until this past May when I left the classroom as a teacher at the age of 32. So I have been working for a very long time. I have been comfortable with working. I love to work. I love to feel like I'm contributing financially to a household, whether it was when I was with my parents or even bringing income into my actual household with my husband. I like that. I always feel like I'm doing something over here, right? That was the kind of thought process that I had. However, when we started thinking about me becoming a stay-at-home mom, all of these different scenarios came into my mind, like, well, what if this happens? Well, what if you need this? Or how are you going to do this? All of these what ifs and all of these question stems began to come into my mind. And I remember distinctly God asking me, when have I not provided for you? When have I not came through for you? When have you ever needed something and you didn't get it from me? And I had to sit and think about that, like, God, you have always provided for me. Anytime I've ever needed anything, you somehow made that happen for me and I was able to get it. So why am I sitting here questioning you when I should be having faith in you, because you have never let me down. You have never lost a battle. You have always provided every single thing that I need. So why am I questioning you? And I began to think, you know, sometimes as fleshly individuals, we can say that we trust God, but there's some piece of us somewhere that's just like, oh, but what about this? And I had to begin to really release those thoughts out of my head, because that's when I began to realize that I'm doubting him. I am doubting that he can fully take care of me and my family. I am doubting that with me being home as a stay-at-home mom, that everything is not going to work the way that it should work. And I remember having a conversation with William. He said, babe, I assure you, if you wanted to stay home, you can do that. We are going to be okay if you decide to stay at home. And again, it took a lot of convincing, because again, I'm a thinker. I'm always wondering. I'm a planner, as you guys know. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how in the world is this going to work? And I remember distinctly that God led me to the book of Hebrews. And we already know this very popular scripture. It is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him, to please God. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. We have to be able to have faith in God. It is impossible to please God if we do not have faith. Now, y'all, we are in 2022. I understand circumstances are changing. Inflation is going up. Everything is so expensive now. However, God is still a provider. For me, this was definitely a faith move, just because not only am I used to working, but I'm also just used to being outside of the home and just doing all of these different things when I want to, how I want it. However, when it comes to being a stay-at-home mom, my first ministry, my first priority, like I said, is God, my husband, and my children. So for anybody that may be feeling right now like, you know, why did you make this decision? Are you a little bit scared? Are you a little bit worried? I can tell you this, I was definitely thinking about all the different ways that this was not going to work out. I was definitely thinking about how we're going to pay for this, or how we're going to pay for that, or what if this come up. I was. But God had to remind me that it is impossible to please him without faith. In the Bible, he has given us countless examples of people that had faith. They put their trust in God, and when they put their trust in God and they gave the faith that they knew that they had, God provided for them. And God came through on all the different things that he said he was going to come through on. So if God did it back then for all those people, how is he not going to do it for me? When I think back into my life and I think about all the times that I just truly needed God, he was always there. I remember this one time in college, I can't remember what year it was, but I know that I was having an issue with my tuition, and I was unsure of how I was going to pay my tuition. And I remember God making a way for me to sell my poetry CDs. Okay, this is when I first started doing poetry. I was able to make some poetry CDs and sell those for $10. And I began to sell a few, and I was selling here and I was selling there, and I got up enough money to at least get half of my tuition. And when I went to go and pay for my tuition, the other half was already taken care of. I had faith that God was going to do it. I didn't know who was going to buy my CDs. I didn't know how many I was going to sell. I sold about half of them, but I had faith that somehow, some way, God was going to take care of it. And he did. There have been certain situations when it comes to my husband and his work in the military. My husband leaves a lot of times for missions and different things like that. And I had to have faith that God was going to bring my husband home in one piece. And he did. I had to put my trust in him. A lot of times we put our trust in so many different things, right? My pastor says it all the time. We go outside, we start up our car, and we have faith that our car is going to start. We already know that, right? When we come inside the house and we turn on the light switch, we have faith that the light is going to cut on. But I'm talking about having faith in Jesus. My church sang a song yesterday, beautiful song. I'm going to put my faith and my trust in the lover of my soul. The one who comes through for me at all times. The one that has never let me down. That's what I'm talking about, faith. I'm going to pull up this quote. It was absolutely amazing. I found it online, and I want to make sure that I'm reading it correctly, so give me 1 second. That was a quote that I found online that said, "Faith and doubt cannot exist in the same mind at the same time, for one would dispel the other." If faith and doubt are trying to be in your mind, there's going to be a battle, right? There's going to be a battle, and both of them cannot win. One has to beat the other. I want faith to be able to knock out any type of doubt that I'm having in my mind or you having in your mind. It almost makes me think about faith versus doubt, flesh versus spirit. They can't work at the same time. Something is going to outweigh the other. What are you having to outweigh in your life? I want it to be faith, y'all. I want to continue to put my trust in Jesus and know that he is going to take care of me like he has always done. So I don't know what you guys are thinking about. I'm not sure what you guys are having situations going on in your life right now, but I want you just to remember that you have to have faith in God. God is going to provide. He is going to make a way. We always hear this saying that God makes a way out of no way. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, that is the truth. Okay? There have been so many times in my life where I'm just wondering, how is something going to happen? How are we going to do this? And God, somehow, he makes a way. And I know a lot of times we're very impatient. We are some impatient individuals, okay? We want things to happen right now. We didn't pray for this yesterday. We want God to take care of it right now. But sometimes it does not work like that. God's timing is not our own. So when it doesn't take a day, when it doesn't take a week, when it doesn't take a month, are you still going to trust and have faith that God is going to do the very thing that you're asking him for? I hope that you do. It is my prayer that you do not allow anything to distract you. Because the enemy will try to come in and fill your head up with questions. Well, how are you going to do this? Well, why are you going to do this? Well, what happened if this? It's always going to be a what if and a how is this going to happen with the enemy. But when I tell you God is always the answer, he is always going to come through, you have to know that. Faith and doubt cannot reside in the same place. So for all those questions that I got, like, are you scared to be at home right now? Like, how did you make that decision? I'm thinking about staying at home, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to handle it with my family. I'm not sure if financially we're going to be able to take care of it. My advice to you is to continue to trust God. Get into your word. Let him instruct you on what to do. Any questions that you may be having, go to God about it. Because I promise you, he is going to answer those questions for you. So, faith and doubt, y'all. Make sure that your faith is outweighing your doubt. I hope that you guys truly enjoyed this video. I want it to be something very quick. I just got so many questions about, am I truly ready for this? Or how did I know that this is the best decision for my family? I don't know, but I do know that I have faith in God. I do know what God has already told me. I do know the vision that God has given me for this year. And for all that to happen, I need to be right here at home. So I'm putting my faith, I'm putting my trust in Jesus. And I know that however he's going to work it out, whatever this year looks like, it's going to be his will and it's going to be his way. And I am down for the ride. So I hope that you guys truly enjoyed this video. I hope that you take something away from it. Before I leave, I want to go ahead and read you guys the affirmation that I sent out today. As I told you guys, I send daily affirmations out to women across the world. We are growing. And the affirmation today dealt with faith versus doubt. And it reads, when I looked up the word doubt, I saw this definition: a feeling of uncertainty, disbelief in a person or their word. That definitely hit me like a ton of bricks. How many times have we been impatient about a situation and begin to doubt or not believe that God is going to do the very thing he said he would do? I'm not ashamed. I know that I have before. I read a quote that said, faith and doubt cannot exist in the same mind at the same time, for one will dispel the other. And I completely agree. Chapter 11 in Hebrews talks about how faith pleases God. In fact, it gives countless examples of people who had faith and God ended up making so many things happen for them and or coming through on the promises that he made. I know sometimes we get impatient, but we must continue to put our faith and trust in Jesus because it pleases him. The next time doubt begins to creep up in your mind, I want you to take a step back and remember that both faith and doubt cannot reside together. Push the doubt away and put your faith in the one that never fails. Put your faith in the one that never fails. If you don't take anything away from this video, put your faith in the one that never fails. I want you to take that away. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, I'm trying to get this content out for you guys now that I am here at home. I'm a mama of faith over here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to go ahead and like this video. Give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below. In fact, if you have made it to this part of the video, I want you to leave this emoji down in the comments. Leave this emoji down in the comments if you made it to this part of the video. Be sure, if you have not done so already, to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And until the next time, y'all, I appreciate you so much. You did not have to watch this video, but you did, and I am grateful. So until the next video, y'all be blessed. Bye.